During the summertime, I don't teach, so I have a lot of time on my hands. So this past summer, I wrote a book about Sailor Moon. And I have received some fantastic contributions from people at this table, telling about their experiences. So if you want to know everything, well, almost everything, about what went on behind the scenes of Sailor Moon, don't expect any dirt, because there isn't any. But just all of their experiences, how they achieved their voices, all the stuff that went on, and some personal experiences of mine. I remember.
Hey, look what I found! Cheat notes in Amy's desk!
Huh?
And if she cheated on this one, she probably cheated on all of them. No wonder she has the highest grades.
I think you're the one who's gone weird, Melvin. You know darn well how hard Amy works.
I don't believe this, Molly. You're actually siding with a cheater.
One of the major changes was in the soundtrack. Why was the soundtrack changed? Do you think that the soundtrack is available or will be available anywhere? Because it's definitely in demand. I would buy it. I know many people that would buy it. And even with the revitalization of the show, with the 20th anniversary being out recently, 2 years ago, and now the new series, I would love to have it personally.
I really don't know. Again, that's, up to the powers that be.
Yeah.
At the moment, I've got no contact with any of that stuff. I would also love to have the soundtracks made available, even as audio books, which I think would be terrific for the, seeing impaired. In fact, one of my goals with my book, Sailor Moon Reflections, is to have it as available as an audio book for the seeing impaired. And if I could, put in a little plug here.
Absolutely.
The book is available in hardcover, softcover, and e-read. Our personal website is Sailor Moon Reflections, all one word, .webs.com, and there's a little PayPal button there to ease purchase. It's also available at Amazon.com, Indigo, Kindle, Kobo,
Barnes & Noble, yeah.
Play, iTunes, those are available as e-reads. And prices vary. The hardcover book for the most part is $30. The softcover book is $20.
And Roland will sign it for you.
What's that?
I said, and Roland will sign it for you. You tell him how you want it signed, and he'll sign it.
And I really hope you buy the book, because I put a lot of work into this.
No, and
and I think it will also, tell you all the stuff that you probably never knew about what really took place behind all the scenes. I'm really, really hoping, it will make a great Christmas gift.
Absolutely.
For anybody
Absolutely.
who's interested in Sailor Moon. So buy it for your loved one. Buy it for me. It would be my Christmas.
It's a very good read. It's a very candid read. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I ordered it through your website, and I remember we exchanged a couple of emails, and I was kind of like, when is it coming? When is it coming? And I just broke down and bought the ebook the day that it was available, and it was an amazing read. It was absolutely wonderful to read. There is so much emotion, and you can feel the emotion in it. It's heartfelt. It's genuine. The stories that are written by the voice actresses of the main cast, the sailors, Luna, who was Jill. I'm trying to think who else was in there. There was at least those, plus others. And the pictures are great. And it's a very good read. And if you're a fan of the show, or you would like to know anything about the, at least, English version of it, I strongly recommend it. I can't say enough positive things about it.
Lenny, thank you so much about that. You've been a very wonderful, dedicated fan of this, and we've had several email correspondences, and on my new book, you've been like a tremendous help with this.
Can we talk about your new book?
Sure, let's talk about it.
All right.
Sort of horror drama. It's about parallel universes, and I've been told it's page turning. From the few people that I've allowed to see the rough drafts, I'm still working on it. The antagonist is a guy named Jake Pope, who crosses over from the dark universe, and the protagonists are Detective Tremaine and Yogi Sim, and this book has been an adventure for me. I don't do things like other writers. Other writers, they got little post-it notes all over their walls about, this character and that character. No, I just delved into this thing and I go, well, if I was a reader, what would I want to see in this book? What twist would I like to see? What surprise would I like to see? And the writing of this book has been, a whole new experience for me. Sailor Moon was all factual stuff, so it was just like, okay, here's what happened, and here's when it happened, and why it happened, and blah blah blah. But this has opened a whole new part of my brain where I can just explore my imagination and let things run free. And I'm having a heck of a time writing this. I'm loving this.
I really can't wait to see how it fleshes out. I mean, it's at a point, from what you've graciously showed me, it's at a point where I really can't give you any predictions of what I think is going to happen, because I just don't know. There's so many possibilities of development, and I'm not going to give anything away, but it's definitely page-turning, and you get to the point where you're ending it, and you're going, oh my god, why isn't there any more? And I'm staring at the monitor going, really? I'm checking the email again to make sure that I got the right attachment, that it's the right thing up to date, and I'm going, I can't wait for the next part of this.
Well, I can't wait to get to the next part of it either. And I think it's going to happen over the Christmas break. My last class is December 12th, and then I got a break. And hopefully I'm going to get back to this and dig into it with renewed vigor. But it's on hold right now because, we've got all that usual stuff that people have to look after, like, rent and food and yeah.
Essentials.
Yeah.
You mentioned at the end of Reflections about you're working on another book called Talk It Up, How to Become a Voice Actor.
Yeah. That's going to be the third book.
Okay.
That's going to be an instructional book, which is, it's on hold for now. But, as I get more time in my schedule, I'm going to put more effort into those books. Because I think this is an important book. There's a bunch of books out there about voice acting, but the one thing I noticed they're all missing is there's no CD, there's no audio with them. And if you're going to talk about voice acting, shouldn't there be some audio, to demonstrate what you're talking about? It's not good enough just to talk, just to write about it. You got to demonstrate it.
One last question for you. In the picture of yourself in your book, in your sunglasses, there is a giant portrait on the wall reflected in your left. Is that a picture of yourself?
No. That was taken at my friend's house, Chris Chown, and his wife is a very famous artist, Natalka Hussein, and all those things that are reflected in those glasses are her artwork.
Wow.
But of course, the whole idea behind was, since the book was Sailor Moon Reflections, that there should be reflection.
No, I thought it was cute. I'm staring at this. I'm going, you know what?
And she's, Natalka is she's a very famous artist. And Chris is a great photographer, and he's part of these. There are 4 guys who have been friends for over 40 years, and we've remained friends for over 40 years. And we used to go fishing together, and then a couple of the guys had kids, and so we couldn't go fishing anymore, because we'd usually take a weekend and go away fishing. And so Natal coined this phrase for us as the guys who don't fish, which I thought was really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for doing this. I really appreciate it. The book is great. Again, the website is sailormoonreflections.webs.com.
Lenny,
Yes, sir.
It's been so great to talk to you.
Thank you.
Finally, I appreciate everything that you have helped me with this new book, and I only wish you the best, and I thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you so much.
It's a real pleasure, and let's talk again soon.
Absolutely.
There you are, Melvin. Sure it's not too tight?
No, it's perfect, thanks.
Hey, that's Nephlite.
I know, but he'd want me to use it to help Melvin. He saved my life. Besides, Nephlite lives in my heart. Just like all my closest friends.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I wish the other scouts had come. We'll never find the Moon Princess at this rate. And now I have to tell Serena she might not be leader.
Don't. Deep in their hearts, I think they both believe in her, too. She's a true friend.
What she is.
Oh, Serena, that's gorgeous. Was it a gift?
Uh-huh. Long ago.